What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Friday, January 5th. Now, in today's video, I'm going to bring up 4 Solana gaming altcoins. Now, why am I talking about specifically Solana gaming altcoins? Well, Solana is one of the top layer 1 blockchains out there. And with that said, because it has fast transactions and also very cheap transaction fees, that really allows Solana to have scalability. And you need scalability for gaming, especially Web3 gaming. So that's why in this video, I just want to share 4 Solana gaming altcoins that I think are heavily undervalued. Some of them have low market caps, some of them have mid to high market caps. But nonetheless, I want to share with you my personal perspective on these games because I do believe once we are in a Solana gaming market or even a Web3 gaming bull run in 2024, then these coins can do really well and provide substantial ROI, also known as return on investments. So keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. Right now, all I'm doing is just informing you and educating you on these Solana gaming tokens. You are ultimately responsible to do your own due diligence and to do your own investment strategies. So with that said, let's go ahead and begin. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct message, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's go ahead and start right into it. The first game that we're actually going to talk about is Star Atlas. Now, these are all the Solana gaming altcoins. And right now, Star Atlas is at number 6. Let's look at the token. Right now, the token's roughly around 0.005 cents. So obviously that's a pretty good deal. But considering this, why is it so low? Well, it's probably because there's a huge token supply, 36 billion Atlas tokens. And this is the in-game currency token for Star Atlas. Now, the reason there's so many tokens is because these are going to be the in-game currency tokens to spend on assets within the game. If it's NFTs, land, ships, weapons, artillery, whatever it is, this is what the in-game currency Atlas is used for. Now, we did see that this token used to be at an all-time high of around 25 cents. So if you have something that's less than a penny, then obviously I think this is not a bad investment, because if you think about it, this market cap used to be around 90 million, which we covered in one of our videos, but now it's down to 76 million. So I obviously think this game has a lot of promise. Now let's talk about who's actually behind the game, who's actually invested. Now we have Yatsu. Now Yatsu is the CEO of Animoca Brands. Animoca Brands has an investment in Star Atlas. Now what's great about Animoca Brands is that they have a huge array of games that they're invested in. But Star Atlas is one of those games that he is absolutely bullish on. Now if you look at some of these things, okay, again, this is shared by Paul Barron, who has a YouTube channel. Definitely check out this interview. But it hits all of these keynotes, all the green check marks. Basically, Paul Barron did a little statistic review of his gameplay, UX and UI experience with Star Atlas, and it hit all of the notes perfectly. And very minimal X's or red marks to say that the game didn't meet these certain standards. What Yatsu is expressing in this clip basically is that he sees promise because the team survived during the bear market over these past 2 years within cryptocurrency. And the fact that they survived, and not only that, built within that bear market, goes to show that they're going to thrive in the bull market. Now, we also provided a gameplay review. If you haven't checked it out, I'm going to provide a link on the upper right hand side. We had Ellie, one of our Web3 gamers, have first-hand experience of the game itself. Again, this game is built on Unreal Engine 5 and is expanding quite largely. Now you can play on the planet Earth or you can play in space. That's how cool this game actually is. So if you ever want to check out the video, check it out right now. I'll put a link in the upper right hand side. But let's go ahead and move on to the number 2 gaming token, and we're going to talk about is Honeyland, which is number 2. Now, the reason Honeyland has grown substantially, especially within the social ranking, it's actually grew from all the way down here to all the way up here. Honeyland has grown quite a bit. Now, a Honeyland token is roughly around 25 cents. It's actually taken a dip over the past 7 days. It used to be around 34 cents, now it's around 25. Now, I would say that this token is basically you're buying at near the top. You're not buying at the bottom, right? This is where you really want to buy in. But the reason I want to share this with you is because I still think its market cap is very low. 41 million. Now this is a mobile game. Now I'm going to provide a link on the upper right hand side of when we covered this token and why this token could be the number 1 mobile game within Solana. Now what's great about this game is that it has full adoption, meaning you can buy it on the Apple iOS store and you can also buy it on Google Android phones. So this is available to play right now, and you can actually play for free and earn HXD within the game. You can use the HXD and spend it on the assets within the game, within its marketplace. They don't call it NFTs, but to buy assets such as, these characters, also eggs, and also land. It's frictionless. It allows Web 2 people to download this game without realizing that they're playing a Web 3 game. You can also buy this token and their NFTs on the Web 3 world, and that's why I think it's really amazing. Again, we've covered that already in our video if you haven't checked it out already. And if you really want to check out some recent gameplay, we actually have a video that we've played on our channel with Ellie. Again, I'll put a link on the upper right hand side to see that gameplay and kind of share with you how her experience of playing this game on her mobile device was found. Okay, let's go and move on to the next game, and that is Auror. Now, Auror is down 92% from its all-time high price, which used to be around $22. Now it's around $1 roughly. Now, this actually has a limited supply, 100 million Auror tokens, and it actually has only a 19 million market cap. Okay, this is very low. Now, what I love about this game is that the team consistently updates on their channel. As you can see here, it says that the executive producer Johnny Auror and the gameplay product manager Yachi explain their vision for the successful Web3 game. So this is also a mobile game as well, and also a desktop game. What I love about this is that this game has been around since Solana started. It's kind of one of the OGs in the space. But what I love about it is that their gameplay is very family friendly and kid friendly. What you want to make sure is that your game is going to get full adoption with all ages. And as you can see, this young girl is having a very fun time playing the game on her laptop. This is what is really important for really the Web 2 adoption to Web 3. It has to be frictionless, like I said, with Honeyland, but this is involving Auror. So this token I think is heavily undervalued. Keep an eye out on it. And yes, let's move on to the next token, and that is DefiLand. Now, DefiLand is actually more speculative. It's a big risk investment. Because it has a low market cap of around 18 million, it is at its new lowest around 0.002 cents when it used to be around almost 45 cents. The amount of supply of tokens is actually quite a bit. It's around 10 billion. But what I will say around the positivity around this game is that now there are no more venture capitalists invest in this fund, which means that the team has announced that there are no VCs invested, which means that there's no vesting schedule. That means all the VCs are out. So everything that's invested in this token right now is completely retail. It's fully retail investors or people who are speculators. No more, inside traders or inside investors. Basically, all the VCs are out. So that's why I think DefiLand actually has a little bit of a promising thing. This is more of a community-based token. But what I'm seeing in the game is that it could absolutely be fun. All right, this is the Alpaca Dash. Now, racing games in Web3 is actually quite popular. You'd be actually surprised of how popular these racing games are. There's horse racing games, there's also car racing games, but alpaca racing games is actually quite cute. Again, this could be really fun for all ages, especially kids, but the game has not fully come out yet. But again, I just want to share with you that this is one of those investments that is high risk. You probably want to know how to buy all these tokens. So you want to go to Radium. Radium is where you want to buy these tokens. So if you want to buy these tokens, you need to make sure to connect your Phantom wallet to this actual decentralized exchange. But you have to make sure that you send your Solana to your Phantom wallet. So once you deposit your Solana in your Phantom, you're going to go back to any of those token pages that we saw, right? So let's use DefiLand. Right here is the contract address. You click it to copy it. You go back to Radium. You go over here to the very bottom because you're going to swap your Solana for that actual game token. Once you paste it, there's the game. And then once you click on that token, you can go ahead and swap your Solana for DefiLand, Star Atlas, Honeyland, or Auror, whatever one of those games are. Now, as a conclusion and statement, before we end closing out, I do want to share with you that I've actually shared with my Patreon members my full gaming altcoin portfolio. So these are all the gaming altcoins that I've invested right now as we speak. As a specific dollar value that I have for each token, I provide details of why I've actually invested in these tokens and what we could expect in the future. So if you want to get access to my full gaming altcoin portfolio, click on the link below in our Patreon page, and I hope to see you there. So as a conclusion and statement, with all these Solana gaming tokens, I absolutely bullish on all of them. It's not the full list of gaming tokens that I fully invested in, but nonetheless, Solana is going to be one of the top layer 1 blockchains for gaming altcoins. One of many, okay? So we'll cover other things like Ronin, Avalanche, Immutable X. There's so many out there, but Solana right now, since it's the #1 layer 1 blockchain out there, I have to cover this. So if you do have some gaming altcoins you want us to cover on our channel, please leave a comment down below on YouTube. I'll definitely do my research, and I do want to make sure that we share all the right altcoins that people need to know about, but I won't know about it unless you comment down below and smash that like button, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls on our buy and sell orders of both our gaming altcoins, but also access to our gaming portfolio. Till then, see you guys and girls next time.